Another tool I wanted to demonstrate is, it's referred to as the OpenOffice linguistic tools. I think that's a misnomer on the particular page here. It's internal to the application itself. It's referred to as the Libreoffice linguistic tool, which is the more common of the free Office tools. It's a plugin for Libreoffice. So you download it and you install it, and then you have it available to you as an option in your menu for your Libreoffice writer. And the Libreoffice linguistic tool is just a tool that helps you when you're inserting text from text and word, analyze text from text and words into a research paper. So I'm going to bring up Flex again and bring it into text and words. So this is my example Flex project, and I'm in text and words. So I go File, Export into linear, export it as Flex text, and export it. And I tell you which examples I want to check. I'm just going to do this one, the sibling relations. I can check as many as I want, but for this example, I'm just going to use one. Hit the OK button, and I would just export it here. I'm not going to overwrite it, but then it brings all this other stuff that I don't really need. Actually, no, Flex text doesn't bring that. I'm sorry. Hit the OK save button. Actually, I did save. I hit the cancel button. Get this out of the way, and then I need to instruct the plugin where to go to look. So I'm going to click on Linguistics and then enter linear settings. You can see I've already added it. You just click on Add, and then it's the Browse button, and then you find the one you're after, and there you are. And you can have more than one. I'm only using one in my example. And then I'm hitting the OK button, and then it will search through my Flex text because it's XML and hierarchical, and it will know all of my examples. So I can now say, you know, this is an example, and I don't know why that text is green. It must be from something else. Font color, black. And then I click on Linguistic Tool and get interlinear example. And now I scroll down my list and I can see I have 1.1, 2.1, 3.1. And this, I'll bring my Flex back over right now. This correlates to what are referred to as the paragraph marks in Flex. Most people I know, they just have one line per number. There's actually, in Flex, this is actually a paragraph. Most people don't use it that way, but it's actually a paragraph. So I could have multiple paragraphs. My example doesn't have it, but I could have 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, each sentence in the paragraph being a sentence in the paragraph. You can see I have 2, but it's blank, it's empty, and I have 3, 3.1. And so 1.1 is here with the free translation of James is the younger brother of Edward. So I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to tell it to, I want to pick 1.1 here and insert example. And now you can see it's brought in 1.1. James is the younger brother of Edward. Now I can also, if I'm just trucking right along and I'm in kind of in a flow and I know what examples I want to insert, I can say this is another I can have pound 2.1. This is a third example. Pound 3.1. It knows, and then I go up to Linguistics and get interlinear examples, and I can click Find Next, and it knows the hashtag 2.1, and I can say Replace with example. I should have said 3.1. That's a mistake, and I can hit, and then it goes to the next one, and I can click Replace All. I'm actually going to do this just to show what Replace All looks like. And I'm actually going to delete this because that was a mistake. Actually, I would make this, because mistakes happen, right? And then make this 4.1. Make sure over here, 4.1. Actually, 4.1 is empty. 5.1 is the example I want to use. Just looking at my Flex. Go to Linguistics, get a linear example. Find next, find next. No more reference numbers are found. I'm going to click Replace All. and replace two examples. So it's replaced the 2.1 with, it replaced the 3.1 with the example, and it's given it a number. So there's my reference numbers 2 and 3. And so I can just work on down the line. Now, another thing I found that you can do with the Libreoffice tool is you can get phonology examples. And again, this works similar. You go to phonology settings, and it's looking for the lift file. So like with Lexic Pro, you export lift. In this, you would export Lexic Pro. You would export lift. Now, at the moment, as far as I can tell, the phonology tool will look in your source field. So I'm going to open up my Flex project and go to come over here. I'm going to show you, this is my Flex project. I've highlighted my sources column. It looks in here for information. So yeah, I'm going to bring that over, and so that could cause a problem if you have actual source information in there. I think that's kind of a mistake, and I'll see if I can figure out. There is a way to actually get the plugin to look for a different field, but I didn't have time to figure that out. I'll probably learn how to do that and make a separate video for how to do that. But for the example here, I'm just going to go with it as it's demonstrated, and then I'm going to, this is a phonology example. And I click Linguistics, get phonology example, and I'm going to insert source 101 and hit insert example. And now you can see this is the phonology example. This is the text as written, the orthography. This is how it's pronounced. This is the English, and this is the reference. You can delete any of this stuff. I can make the spacing go away. I can add more. So that's in here. And within the tool, you can change the way the various parts are colored. You can have them all black or not if you want. So this is a tool designed by someone to help them inserting text and word examples in a paper, or phonology examples in a paper. So that is the linguistic tool, and there are more things in here that I didn't have a chance to play with. So that's the LibreOffice writer tool, even though it's referred to in, I'm going to close this, on the products page as OpenOffice linguistics tool. It's LibreOffice linguistics tool.